It's good to see everybody.
Hi.
Lisa, Wakanda Forever. I see you. It's a dope background. Dinky, that beard looks very becoming of you. It's a really good look for you. You should keep it when we come back to school. We got a lot of beards here. Jeff Finger, Wilcox. Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. Good to see you.
They're actually
Yeah,
not good for COVID. You didn't hear that part about shaving the facial hair for COVID.
I can't grow facial hair for the life of me, so you know I'm trying. I got 3 weeks. So
Well,
I got a like a PFAS mustache going on. That's all I
Don't feel
got.
bad, Napo. I can't grow anything up here.
Let's see.
This is quite cool. Pretty exciting.
Oh. Okay.
Chu Ping says, sign the Padlet for the Padlet for the seniors while we're waiting. In the chat box, there's the link.
Awesome, thank you.
Hey, Mr. Taylor has a new look.
It's a wacky wig Wednesday in our class, so we're all wigs.
That is, hey, that looks good on you, John.
That's
It is.
amazing.
A lot of fun. We had a
Nice.
wonderful
Yours on, John.
time.
I took mine off for this meeting. I'm glad.
Oh,
yours-
yeah, I had to
Yeah,
leave mine on.
We're having
Oh, let me
big
see.
fun today.
Oh yeah, check out Stacy. She's got hers on too.
Yeah, John, you look like the Prince reincarnate.
Oh, that's what it is. I was trying to figure out who he looked like. Check out Stacy's wig too, guys.
Who's got wigs? Oh, snap.
Stacy.
Oh, that's cute, Stace. Oh, and I see you with the blue and orange.
There you go. My bell colors represent.
Nice.
A bunch of different hats and wigs today, but I took it off for this meeting. I'm boring now. We've got about 64, 65. So we'll just give it one more minute and then start
Cool.
up.
Sounds good. Are we still limited to 100 or 200? What's our
We're
limit?
still limited to 100, unfortunately, but I have the live stream already up and it's been sent to everybody
Copy
and our
that.
CBO. So always a backup. Nice hat, Miss Kuiper.
Yeah.
Got a fox hat?
Thank you. I decided to get in the spirit.
Nice.
Mr. Wilcox's hair is cool too, and it's all his.
Yeah, and what do you use for that, Wilcox? Like vitamin E, because it's like nice and thick.
It is very nice. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just letting it do its thing. Standards are relaxed around here. I'm waiting for gravity to start acting on it.
That's awesome. It looks great.
Right on. Thanks, man. If you combine me with Finger, we're just like one giant hairball.
Okay, should we kick it off?
Yeah. Oops. Let's go.
All right, everybody. So welcome to our final staff meeting. Can't believe that we are here. And it's definitely not the party that we wanted to throw. But that is just something to anticipate and look forward to when we all do return together. This is not going to be such a long meeting. We're going to try to be as quick as possible, but we do want to send everybody off with a smile. So we're just going to do the welcome and settling in, which is happening right now. Our quick agenda and norms. We're going to have a group breakout session so everybody can at least talk to some of us loved one colleagues for a little bit. We have our few business items of announcements and reminders, and then finally we'll have a fun running stream of appreciations to read off to send everybody off on their way. No,
See you. Sorry, I'm in a staff meeting.
John, do you want, or Mike or Free, do you guys want to go through the norms?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Mike, why don't you do it?
Yeah,
Thanks, Dr.
sure.
Jones.
No problem. Glad to see everyone. Just keeping equity at the center as always, being part of the solution, be present and engaged. Mute your mic, in which it seems that everyone has done that so far, and mind your digital footprint.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And John, do you want to give us our prompt?
Yeah, all right. So we got a breakout session coming up. What's one major celebratory breakthrough or moment that stood out most this year for you guys? I mean, it could be in the age of the Rona, or it could be before that. Whatever you feel like stands out, and feel free to speak openly about it within the context of the school, the classroom, or even at home. We're going to give you guys 8 minutes. We're going to break you guys up into groups of 4. And are we ready to break out?
Let's do it.
Okay, let me go ahead and hold on one second. Here we go. I'm going to exit out the full screen real quick. All right, you guys should be moved into breakout rooms right about now.
Thank you, John.
Hey there.
Hey, Dr. Jones. We're just waiting for more people to show up.
Yeah.
Still a few more people getting in.
Man, I got in the cool group. Hey, Porter, Divine, Binkowski, Mr. Jeremiah, Ms. Turnbull,
It looks like we got the longest one.
Luchev, Lee, Gregory, wow, Chin.
Hello.
Well, I guess we can be one big happy family. There's some big breakout rooms here. I thought there was going to be groups of 4, but
Amadala also.
yeah,
Hello.
it's weird.
Wow, it's a lot of people.
Hold on one second. I think I might have messed up.
It's okay, John.
Hold up. Ah, no. Oh man, I put the wrong thing. I should have. Okay, hold on. It's good. It's fine. It's gonna close out in a 51 seconds. Give me a sec.
Oh, okay. Because there's
Sorry
like
about that, guys.
there's like what 14 of us in breakout rooms?
I screwed up. I meant to make 15 breakout rooms.
Got it.
Give me a second. We're good.
15.
We'll wait for the timeline to come down. I'm gonna go ahead and.
T-minus 10, 9,
My bad, y'all.
8, 7, 6, and
I got 20 more seconds for the rest of the breakout rooms to close out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make 15 breakout rooms so we can add about 4 or 5 people per room. Sorry about that, guys. 10 seconds on my clock. 9, 8,
No worries.
7, 6.
John, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, it'll take a few seconds too for them to all come back once the room closes.
Yeah. All right, here we go again. I'm going to do this one more time. Recreate. There you go.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Ready?
All right, this should work out now. All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Seems like we're back again.
More breakout rooms are getting made.
It's all good. Benkowski, look at your face, man. Wow.
I got some catching up to do, Benkowski. And Wilcox, for real, man. That's a nice rug you're growing on top there.
I
Thanks,
love
man.
it. That's awesome.
Vic calls that my Jackson 5.
Yeah, dude, it's a good look. I hope you keep it going.
So
For
who
real.
wants to start first? Who wants to go first? Appreciating moments of appreciation concerning the school year. Let's start with the guy with the cool hair, Mr. Wilcox.
Okay. I would just like to share, I'm pretty happy with the law juniors, considering all of the circumstances that have been thrust upon us. I thought we had a great run up through the break, and most of those guys more or less tuned in, and I felt like we got to kind of wrap up the year with some elegance and grace. Also, they did their big kind of final group project for pre-law in Michael's class, and I was really impressed with the results. They produced some really, deep inquiries into local social problems and issues, and I thought that their slide decks were super impressive. I'm glad I got to enjoy them, at least from here. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to dwell on the fact that I get to see these people next year and kind of pick up the ball where we left off, and with some degree of resolution for the material this year too. So
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. I saw Mr. Porter also after you, and then let's go above you, Miss Megan. So Porter first, and then Miss Divine.
Oh, okay. I just want to say it's been, first of all, just really nice to be back at Balboa. So for the vets in here, been really great to be back working with you guys. It was the first year for me in PE, and I just got to say it was really fun to get to spend a good chunk of my school day outdoors with kids and physical activity. I really enjoyed that. Unfortunately, it all got cut short back in March, but I've been really impressed with just how much my kids have, one, just attended, but seem to really appreciate even the online component I was trying to pull off. There was one day, I think it's about 2 weeks ago, it's like a fourth period class. I had to cancel it on like a Thursday so that I could take my daughter to one of her an appointment. And students were like blowing up my email account, just like, no, why? And I was like, man, that's the best feedback right there. So like, as these weeks of shelter in place kind of dragged on, I think we often, like, as we're just looking at ourselves on Zoom, wondering, is this really benefiting, and to what extent? And the fact that when I had to like cancel a class and I got that feedback from a handful of students, that felt good. And I was like, realizing just that need to still connect with each other.
Awesome. Miss Divine.
I was trying to unmute my picture. I was like, that's not where the mute button is. I think for me, there were so many things. I was on sabbatical the year before, and so coming back after sabbatical is rough. It's real rough. But I think, I really appreciated being a part of the UBC this year, just working with really dedicated people and having people have different strengths and just sharing that and not feeling overwhelmed. Whereas in the past, really doing that has been very overwhelming. You almost feel like you can't handle it. My department is great. And, I had an opportunity to have this pre-calculus class. And then during this pandemic, we finished the math topics. So I taught them financial adult, how to be a financially adult. And that was a really great unit. Like I got all that curriculum online from Amanda Hilger. She showed me all this stuff, and my students really appreciated it. They didn't really know anything about, their parents don't know how to get a loan, how to find good loans for college. They're all really concerned about that. So we kind of did a deep dive into credit, good credit, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like for me, I'm trying to think of how to move that forward, and maybe we should always teach our seniors that during homeroom or something, that in the fall, like in the spring before they leave out, just because I don't know that they're getting it anywhere else, just to try to prepare them the most for their financial future.
Great, thank you. We have about 3.5 minutes left, so who wants to chime in? Okay.
I'll chime in.
Great.
Just really quickly, I always have my students write a reflection every 6 weeks or at the end of the grading period, and then this was their final one at the end of the year they wrote, and a lot of them wrote how they really like kind of the environment of the class, and they feel safe to make mistakes and all this, and that's kind of a feedback that I've been getting over the past several years, and it just makes me a little nervous about the start of the next school year, because a lot of that happens just kind of dynamically in the classroom, and I don't really know how to replicate that doing the online thing. I didn't mind ending the school year like that, but I'm nervous about starting a school year distantly. So
Yeah. Thanks.
Jeremiah, you want to say something?
Sure. There was a lot. This is my second year teaching, so I just feel so much better than that first year. I during my first year and my first semester, I was thinking about and looking up what can I do with a math degree that's not teaching. But this year has really solidified me wanting to continue teaching, and I'm just really happy to have met everyone, and these kids this year have been really great. And I've made really good connections that I hope to see that they keep doing well and continue striving. But yeah.
That's awesome. Nice to hear that.
More female voice.
Yes.
So is it my turn? Female voices?
Indeed.
All right, I guess. Well, this online learning just proved that I'm a good judge of characters, of people characters. The students that I thought are hardworking and that are going to do well. Yes, no matter where you put these kids, in online classroom or in a real classroom, it doesn't matter where you put them. They were the ones that kept going and going and going, and I have some good number of students attending my Zoom meetings. And then those that don't do that well at school, they actually, very few of them were able to succeed in the online learning environment. So yes, that's pretty much what this experience brought to me.
Very good, thank you. We have time for one more female voice. Ms. Awadala, that was you. You're the last female voice.
Wow, that doesn't feel fair. Let's see. So something that I am appreciative of is my seniors, because we had I taught them last year, so it felt very comfortable, even when we were online, to still be able to feel like we had a community. Versus my freshmen, I could tell that they felt very awkward, and I was missing 10 of them at each class. So that was a very frustrating aspect of this. And so I miss them, and I hope that next year we can, I'll just be more thoughtful about how do I try to build a community. And I'm sure that it's most likely going to be that I have to make a bigger effort to make a stronger personal connection to each student, rather than trying to make sure that the community, because at least for ninth graders, they have a really hard time coming out of their shells and showing themselves to each other. And being able to see your face is a big part of that, and I can't ask them to turn their videos on. So that means that I'm gonna have to make a stronger personal connection and I can't really expect there to be a bigger community aspect. Try my best, but that's what I learned from these few months.
Great, thank you. That's quite reflective.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think we're back in the group now, so I'll stop talking.
Oh no, you keep going, Dr. Jones.
Well, we definitely want to hear from some of you. So Miss Awadala, we got a little tidbit. That was good. But if anybody wants to share, maybe you could raise your little digital hand. You could also share what somebody in your group shared, but Mr. Finger.
I was going to do just that, Dr. Aronson. I was going to brag a little bit on the Empower program that Ms. Hall coordinated with the current group of students leadership she's had for several years. And I know it was a thrill again for me, a second year in a row, to participate and support and underscore that what that program is doing in my own class. So that's been a real high. I think it's been a pretty big highlight for our school, and I'm glad that program continues under her leadership.
Iris.
I was with, well, I don't know what happened to Kathy. She disappeared at the beginning. I was with Kathy, George Lee, and Vicki Ingalls. And Vicki's breakthrough was really cool. She's like the teacher leader in the department, and that's been really positive for her in lots of ways. And George Lee it sounds like him and Mr. Larson are doing some really amazing things with their class. And SF MOMA is going to come and watch their students' final projects, and they're like really on the cutting edge of like this new way of teaching and learning. And he's working with this company called Canvo, which I want to learn more about. So yeah, it was super inspiring talking to him. And I didn't get too much to talk about, but I was just saying that like the beginning of this whole COVID thing, I didn't know how we were going to do, I couldn't conceptualize how we were going to turn our community-based program for young adults with disabilities into an online class. And I've been totally blown away about how well it's gone for most of us. And like certain things like resumes, which has been a goal to get all of our students to get resumes. We finally all have resumes. Like there's certain things that have worked really well in our in this platform, and our paras have all stepped up, and they're so amazing. Me and Stacy and I can't say enough good things about our paras and how awesome they've been doing. And you know, I love working with Stacy and my paras in real life, but working them virtually has been amazing as well.
These are so wonderful. Miss Dills, I saw a thumbs up. I don't know if you wanted to share. No. George or Rosenberg, there was chat of you guys sharing.
Yeah,
oh,
well,
Mr. Taylor. Okay, thanks, George.
well, you know, somebody already, so yeah, I mean, you know, I think that, you know, one of the things that Jeff and we kind of experienced was that, you know, obviously we're going through such a, you know, traumatic experience of going through this year with the social distancing and the COVID-19, and we all kind of were grieving. But I think that yesterday was just such a highlight. And I think that, you know, and if Jeff wants to say a few things, is that these young people that we, you know, supposedly have been educating for the last 4 years, I mean, really give us as adults, incredible hope for what is actually possible. Mm-hmm. You know, I really wanted our students to realize that the power dynamic has changed, that a lot of the times, you know, their sense of empowerment, you know, really kind of manifested through the project that they did with us in such a short time. And, you know, we shifted our focus to rising to the challenge with the capstone. And oh my God, these young people, I mean, just brought tears to my eyes, you know, that they really did raise to the challenge, and they just showed their beauty and their hopes, you know, to us adults. It was so beautiful. Yeah. Jeff, do you have anything you want to add? No? Okay.
How about one more? Okay. I know we heard some really good stuff in all of our chats. It's always so nice to actually see a bigger picture of fewer people and actually get to talk like we're in a room. All right, let's move on. I'm going to share my screen again. All right. So we have some announcements and reminders, and I will kick it off to Free for some celebration.
Yay, cool. Again, I just want to recognize the interviewing committee that participated in interviewing candidates for the open assistant principal position mentioned in last week's memo. And you guys were amazing. I've identified and named everybody, and more information is forthcoming. We are tied up with some kind of logistical HR matters, and as you may or may not know, it requires us to kind of keep it sealed up until the timing is right. But I do want to I want to celebrate Miss Bailey, who's been here in the building, organizing all the instruments, doing her due diligence, and making sure that the band room is set up for her successor. We want to wish her good luck at Presidio as she follows her passion in strings and their amazing strings program over at Presidio. She'll be joining Mr. Sanchez over at Presidio. Also, on that note, we picked up an amazing, music teacher out of downtown high school, James Doom Lau. He actually has a connection to Balboa. His brother-in-law used to be a student teacher, Pele, in the, I think he was in the law or maybe the Pulse program. And then Miss Virali is going to be coming up with her $1 million idea during sabbatical next year. They're going to figure out how to get us all out of education. But no, just joking. But she was, Miss Virali, I just want to give credit to Miss Virali in finding a great candidate who we recommended for hire for her sabbatical. And then we have, I just want to recognize Nepo and the team for the interviews for our Dean number 2. We were able to pick up, I believe, an amazing pickup, Alvin Rosales, who was an instructional reform facilitator at June Jordan. And he will be our Dean and our Dean number 2. And I'm hoping that him and Nepo and possibly Dean Walker could do some PBIS training over the summer. And then we just have a couple other pieces in motion. We have VAPA interviews that are happening this week for our audio lab DJ production class that the school site council voted to prioritize as well. And we have also interviews for 2 JROTC positions, and we might be ready for recommendations for hire. And so just want to acknowledge everybody who has done their part and beyond their part in participating in these at times arduous interview processes. Want to recognize Miss Sylvia Lewis. She will be retiring effectively this year. Also Miss Trong, who will be retiring, and Denise, who has retired. But yeah, we love them and appreciate them for all of their contributions.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And John, oh, he had to take off for a second?
No, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry. So participation engagement tracker, it is the final week. I'll send it to you guys tomorrow. Just finishing touches. That's all I got to say about that one. And then I can go segue into graduation with Mike. If you'd like to add anything, Mike, just feel free to. Virtual graduation is on June 3rd, 11 to 1 p.m. Same regular time as we would have scheduled prior to COVID-19. We are working with Envision Pro AV. We have the counselors, big ups to the counselors who've been working tirelessly and recording each and every one, everybody's name, so that the counselors are going to be able to say their names basically virtually. Shout out to all the staff members who've been helpful as well with that process. We are working on compiling all the students' picture and quotes. It's a very unique way to celebrate, and there's gonna be some awesome speeches coming up from our student body. I'm waiting on word on when a link will be released for families and even faculty and staff so that you guys can take part and watch the virtual graduation. But some information already is currently on our website, and I will continue to add information or send it to you guys once I get more word from the company. But if you have any questions, or if you have any students or families who have questions about it, feel free to email me and let me know, and I'll go ahead and see if I can answer any of your questions best as I could. Sorry about that. Hold on. We're revving up here in Haystack. Dr. Jones, do you have anything else that you guys like to add for graduation?
No, John, thanks. You covered everything.
Awesome. And again, just feel free to hit me up if you guys have any questions about that. All right, Kat?
Yes, just 2 quick updates for grades. We know that there were some issues with the synergy and what you could put down to actually put as the final grades for marking period 6 and then the final semester. There's been an update that it is supposed to be simply the credit CR or the no credit NC for both marking period 6 and the final semester grade, final semester 2 grade. Before, we were told, and then obviously relayed to you, and many of you have already done this, have put in the P for pass and the I for incomplete for marking period 6. Most of the Synergy systems have canceled that out so that you didn't have any choice but to put credit or no credit into your final grades for marking period 6. But if some of you did have the pass and the incomplete, you do need to go back and change that into credit and no credit. There's a chance that it was automatically done, but I don't want to say that without you guys checking in on that. But most importantly is that final semester grade is only the credit or no credit. The other update is that we believe all department chairs have talked to their teams. We had a trickle down message that came late that was kind of a new adjustment on what would receive credit. And I know this has been such an arduous process, back and forth, miscommunication. But as it stands now, there was a memo that stated if a student has done any sort of participation, anything, email, one assignment, one show up in your Zoom class, that student is then supposed to get credit for the class. There might be questions that come up and came up with your department chair. If anything is still unanswered, please just let your department chair know, and then we can answer it for you as best as possible. Other update is the town hall meeting that was held by Dr. Matthews and team on Friday. The only big piece I want to share from that is that he said that next school year will not look the same as it did this previous year. There were no parameters around this. It was simply there will be a combination of distant learning and regular school. He was adamant about telling us that he really doesn't know what it's going to look like and what that combination is. And he was really clear about saying that he's at the whim of the CDC and the governor, and that really he is waiting for he and team are waiting for any information from them to then relay to us. So it's going to be a little bit of a holding pattern from now into the summer months. And of course, we will do our best to keep you as informed as possible. And so that's that. I'm not checking the participants chat, so I'm not sure if questions are coming up, but can I have the other admin just take note of those if anything comes up?
I'm watching. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So PBL Institute. This is a joint effort again. I think you've gotten some emails about this. It is happening. It is going to be virtual. It is a joint PD. So there are 4 high schools involved in this, trying to promote PBL and student inquiry like teaching. And it's going to also be with our pathway teachers and district leaders leading this whole effort. We have 16 teachers signed up. Thank you so much. we definitely have room for more. This is going to be preparation from those that are just exploring the world and the idea to those that are veterans in this project-based learning. So please, there was several emails that went out with the sign up link. If you don't have that and you need it, simply just email Liz or myself, and really looking forward to it. It will be great. And then me again, this is too much of my voice. Okay.
Hey, hold up real quick, Kat.
Yeah.
So just a couple things. So it sounds like some people are trying to go in and change grades, and I believe that's going to require us to reopen the window. And so I think Liz might have put that ticket in already to reopen the window for you guys to be, and that would be specifically for teachers of seniors. So look out for an email tonight from Liz on the window opening period for changing those grades. And then I did also forget to mention, I wanted to recognize Zelaya, who landed a gig over at Burton High School, so not too far away. Congratulations, Mr. Zelaya. And I did see Falvey today and Lorraine, our student teachers in the science department. Falvey will be at Galileo, and Lorraine will be at SF International. I just want to applaud the science department in contributing and extending the influence of Balboa into the district.
Awesome. Okay, so the last announcement is the June 1st and June 2nd. I'm going to call it a ceremony because it's going to be quite an event. It is only for seniors and those that are not returning to Bal. They are able to come to campus. There are going to be very strict protocols as to how they come and what they do there, but it's basically to clean out their lockers, drop off a number of things, textbooks, uniforms, calculators, Chromebooks that were borrowed, and pick up things like diploma and prom refund checks and things like that. So we need volunteers desperately, and no one is being asked to formally come in. You all need to be the judge of, your health and what's best for you. But if you are at all interested, we would really love to have as many of you as possible. And I know there have been some, those of you that have reached out to help already. And Free sent around, I believe, a link. Was it a link, Free, or was it just an email back to us to say that you were interested in volunteering? I don't know if it was a link or not.
Oh, no, it's not a link. Just let your department head know.
Great. So again, if anybody's interested, I'm drafting up the rules and the procedure and everything that's going to happen. There's going to be a map of the school that kids are going to follow. We will do our absolute best to keep the entire place safe. So please let your department know if you can join us that day, June 1st and 2nd, Monday and Tuesday of next week. And that.
Hey, Kat, I spoke with Taryn today, and I want to make, I'm going to make it an audible and have students who have to return instruments. I'll have them drop off instruments on those days as well. But I just wanted to be clear that that Monday, June 1st and June 2nd will be specifically for seniors to drop off and check out and pick up their diplomas, and as well as students who have instruments from their music classes.
And students who are leaving the school. Those are, and which
That's
there
correct.
are like 6 of them. We have their names.
Yeah.
All right, let's, I think Free, you wanted to show everybody this?
Oh, yeah, there's just Bettina Love, who is doing a lot of great work on abolitionist pedagogy. I think Ms. Hilger, you were the one who told me I need to read it. Dr. Kamagyan, who facilitated some of our professional development last year, has hosted Bettina Love also at USF. But a lot of great teachers will be on this panel next week, and I just wanted to share this invite, see if we could get a Balboa contingent to attend this Repurposing Our Pedagogies panel. And just want to give a shout out to anybody who's already maybe signed up on the Eventbrite. It's free, and I will be there and just want to extend the invitation.
All right, and finally, I think this is so fun. Please give a shout out to anybody. We will read it. It's not going to be my voice because we've heard too much of my voice. Mike, Dr. Jones, do you want to be the voice of these shout outs as people write them in the chat?
Absolutely. Woo. I'm your man.
And I'm going to stop sharing so we can look at our beautiful faces, and let's go with those shout outs.
Here we go. Congrats, Zelaya. Of course, everyone's congratulating him. You're the best dancer in the math department. Jeffrey Finger. And of course, kudos to Mr. Benkowski for faithful service to our math department. Thanks for all the wigs today, from Michael Rosenberg to everyone. Shuping, thanks Ms. Balara for running a stellar IEP where the student was clearly supported. From Larson, thank you Desiree Cook for supporting and encouraging CAS students and many others. We love you. Come on, people. There we go. Thanks for all you do, Ella and Ingrid, from Mark. Kat, thank you to our counselor. So much work has been done behind the scenes, and all thanks to you. From, let's see, oh, they're going away from me. Jennifer Melendez, thank you for, okay, shout out. You all are going so fast, I can't keep up. Thank you, counseling team, and JG. Thanks for the chance to check in today with colleagues I haven't seen for a minute. Thank you, Mr. P, for supporting our law seniors this year. Thank you to all Balboa for being welcoming and supportive to the new SFUSD wellness team. Thanks to Ms. Trong for serving students faithfully. Shout out to everyone, especially in math, keeping the school together. Thank you, Mighty, for your kind and dedicated service. Thanks to all amazing BAL staff, ILT, SSC, BBC. Thanks, Virali, for always updating the counselors. Thank you to JG's leadership. Thank you to all who have shared family members, including our furry ones on the Zoom calls. Shout out to Ms. Strong. Thanks to the Pathway teachers. Mr. Avendano for being an awesome department head. To Free for working with the custodial staff and me to get me access to the little theater. And this is from Miss Bailey. And to everyone who sent me a goodbye email. I teared up several times. Aw. Sergio, thank you to JG's leadership. And the last one, thanks to admin for keeping us in the loop.
Well, thank you all so much. We're gonna miss you from the next time we see you, but we will be in touch by email. And Free, any last words to send us off?
Yeah, we have decided as an instructional leadership team to postpone our end of the year kind of meeting and save those days to be able to meet as soon as the governor or the state superintendent or the superintendent has given us firm directions. And so until those firm directions come to light, just stay in touch with your department head and us administration. And but we hope to have some sort of contingency plan for the fall within days when we get the directives. So bittersweet, right? It's like enjoy, but like I don't know where you're gonna go, but enjoy. Enjoy the break and enjoy maybe some genuine intentional time with your loved ones, your children, or yourself. And I hope a lot of you have that opportunity to just enjoy that time with yourself. That's it. Signing out.
Don't forget, tomorrow's National Burger Day, so get your free burgers.
Where? Free burger where?
Yeah, you go on realdeal.com and you'll see all the places that you can get buy one, get one free, all kinds of burger joints. Like I'm a burger lover, so that's how I know it's National Burger Day tomorrow.
Wow, thank you, Mike. I would have never known that.
Do they have the Impossible Burger?
Hey, you can get a Whopper. I know I'm going to go to Burger King and get the Impossible Whopper. You can get a Whopper meal for like $5 and you get the second one free. Ooh. That's my plan because I can like drive.
Thanks for the reminder.
Hey, real quick, UBC's meeting right after this meeting, correct?
I believe.
Is there a separate Zoom invite to this, or should we stick around here? I'm willing to stick around here until 3.
As I understand it, there is a separate Zoom meeting that
cool.
you sent it out the other.
Oh, there is. I didn't know.
John, can we make sure that we save all these shout outs?
It's all, yeah.
Okay. I never, yeah.
Everything's safe.
I am going to take a bio break and then sign some paperwork from Mighty real quick before she leaves. I'll see you guys at 3.
Ooh,
Bye, everybody.
Best.
So good to see you. Take care.
Everybody.
Bye.
In-N-Out. I forgot In-N-Out. They have the best burger.
Closely. Look at it closely.
And Barney's has the best burgers, man. Where you at?
Never heard of that.
Oh, get out, man. Come on.
Oh, man.
Barney's, please.
Jack's has the best burger too. You should go there.
Let's not forget Beeps. Right
Dude,
near Val.
Hawaiian
Very
Drive-In.
salty burger, but that's a hell of a burger.
Oh,
Hawaiian Drive-In.
Yeah.
Red Robin.
Or double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Where's the UBC meeting?
At Beeps.
At what?
Bye. I'm gonna be in my hammock. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
I'm talking about how dads for San Diego burgers.
Burgers, man. Burgers. Get it.
Mike, I just sent you that. I heard you moved to Oakland. I just sent you my favorite burger spot in Oakland.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Hi, y'all. Have a great summer. Enjoy your burgers.
Yeah.
Dr. Jones, you're obsessed.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Vicky.
Adios.
See ya.